Creature channel, I'm Plasma, and I live in another dimension. And judging by my channel's algorithm, I can assume that you are a human, living on the planet Earth in the Prime Dimension. But this brings to the question, how are you able to watch my video, despite the fact that we live in completely different dimensions? Well, the answer is quite simple. Portals. Portals are the connectors of the cosmos, able to take a person from point A to point B instantly. They play a very important role in the creature's life, especially for the Council, because they use them constantly. However, how do portals work? What are they made of? And I guess, what is a portal? There are 5 different types of portals, each one having their own strength and functionality. These 5 portals include the basic portal, rifts, dimensional cracks, mirrors, and dreams. A portal is a generic name given to what is a contained rift through dimensions. They are a lot more powerful than rifts that are able to travel through dimensions as well as universes. These types of portals are able to spawn naturally throughout the universe, or it can be summoned by a magical creature. Ones that are conjured often resemble a doorway, through which is your destination. But natural portals more often resemble rifts. They are amorphous. They tend to dissipate soon after appearing and usually lead to random points in the universe. Did you know that? There are over 200,000 creature and human families that live across different dimensions and universes, only being able to see each other through portals. There are an estimated 1,800 portals open at any given moment. Now you know! Rifts are a teleportation device that is limited to the dimension that you are currently in. Unlike portals, rifts are very unstable. They can usually collapse soon after they're created. This makes them very, very dangerous to travel through. Not only can they collapse on you, shattering your body between both dimensions, and your consciousness being lost to the void forever. If you happen to make it through, you probably aren't going to know where you are, because rifts are random. They lead to random points in the universe. Random. Unlike the previous 2 types, which are spatial portals, dimensional cracks are temporal portals, being able to travel through time as well as space. They usually form when the universe is under stress, which happens when time travelers don't pay attention to the no interference rule. These cracks almost always lead towards the void, and sometimes to the center of the universe. Either way, both places can kill you very, very easily. Did you know that? Portals didn't legally exist until Earth year 1881. Before then, only the Draconiquist and Cry-like demons were able to use portals. Now you know! Mirrors, as far as we know, are the only way to get to the mirror universe. In order for this to work, the mirror has to be made out of a special crystal and powered with electricity. This will allow you to pass through the glass like air. But beware your mirror self, as it is a mirror version of you. Evil. At least, I hope the mirror version of yourself is evil. If you were to travel into the mirror universe, one of 2 things will occur. Either you're going to meet your mirror self, or your mirror self is going to travel into your universe, probably wrecking a lot of your friendships as they masquerade as you. So we do caution that only creatures that don't have reflections, like ghosts and vampires, use mirrors for transportation. Dreams are a type of portal that every creature travels through when they fall asleep. They connect sentient creatures to the mindscape, a vast metaphysical representation of your own brain and memories. Everyone has their own different mindscape, all of which are connected through something called the plane of imagination. We'll be discussing dreams and the plane of imagination in future episodes, so let's just stick to the aforementioned basics. Good night. So there are different types of portals. So what? what does that mean for us? How do these portals work? To gain that knowledge, I'm going to need you to consider the following. Here we are at the Library Quiet Space of Science, and this is paper science. These two holes represent the two different dimensions. Portals work by bending space and time until the two dimensions overlap. This overlapping is known by many names, from black and white holes to toe space to tesseracts. But all of these are based around the similar concept of wormholes. Wormholes, or time vortexes, are long tunnels of light, clouds, dust, and other debris that exist in large concentrations of dark energy, namely the void and limbo. You've seen wormholes before. They are the intros to most of the videos on this channel. In fact, if you look inside of a rift or unstable portal, that blue, green, pink light you see is just a wormhole squished down to a flat surface. Wormholes are the true connectors of the cosmos, and what they connect are portals. Thank you for considering the following.
It's time for Cricket Channel Rewind, where we flash back through the episode and show you how much you just learned.
There are 5 different types of portals, each one having their own strength and functionality. These 5 portals include the basic portal, rifts, dimensional cracks, mirrors, and dreams. Dimensional cracks are temporal portals, being able to travel through time as well as space. They usually form when the universe is under stress, which happens when time travelers don't pay attention to the no interference rule. Mirrors, as far as we know, are the only way to get to the mirror universe. In order for this to work, the mirror has to be made out of a special crystal and powered with electricity. This will allow you to pass through the glass like air. Wormholes, or time vortexes, are long tunnels of light, clouds, dust, and other debris that exist in large concentrations of dark energy, namely the void and limbo. Hello again. Thank you for watching Plásma Explains the Universe. In this episode, we went over the 5 types of portals, how they looked, and how they occurred. We also went over how they worked, and that wormholes are the true connectors of the cosmos. In the next episode, we're going to cover dreams, the mindscape, and the similarities and differences they share to visions.